Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Quiptic crossword, and this is being published on Sunday the 2nd of March 2025, and it's been set by Anto. Now, Anto is probably the setter I fear the most on the Quiptic. Some of the days I've got into the 40-minute range and still had 5 or 6 clues left, and in all honesty, I'm not going to spend that long on a Quiptic, I think, unless I have a feeling I might get somewhere. But anyway, who knows? Who knows what it'll be? I think last Anto actually wasn't too bad. I think I was done in about 25 minutes. So I'm not going to think too much. I'm going to get on and crack on. I've got the downs again. Irishman joins church for spiritual event. Joins church. Seance. Sean with this. Okay. How to go to the next clue? One charging conservative customer on account. One charging bull customer conservative. Not sure. How do I move on this thing? I don't understand the new grid thing. Ship in colony worker. It's vital. Ship in colony worker. It's vital. Worker makes me think of ant, but if I could work out Lipinek. This new, I'm not used to this new grid and how to tab around it. I don't seem to be able to tab around it at all actually. It secures request for silence on field. It secures request for silence on field. So request for silence is shh. On field, is that on the end of field? It secures silence. So you'd think there's a sh in there to get to field, maybe. Not really sure. Okay, next one. Vote in favour. Well, that's pro. Blocking. Honour, perhaps. Honour. OBE. Honour, perhaps, would be an award. Vote is an X. Favour is pro. Blocking honour. Nope. Seated her awkwardly. Well, that looks like an anagram, doesn't it? Seated is 369. 333, where there's lots of water. Some kind of sea. Don't know which one. Red Sea. The Red Sea, is that going to be? I think it might be the Red Sea. Oh, what? What? Okay. Oh, so I've just discovered you can actually tab through the black squares, which is good in its way because it makes it a little bit quicker to get to places. Let's look at this one. Copper is more reticent. Copper is CU, maybe. Could be something to police. Is more reticent and less demanding. Less demanding is Cushia. I assume that's an I for Shire for more reticent. King breaking cracked ice is taking a day off work. So is that an anagram of ice is with an R or K in it? Cracked ice. Or is it taking a day off? A day off work is holiday. Is leave. ICEI. Okay, going down to the next down. Grumbled when husband leaving only hurts slightly. Grumbled when husband leaving only hurts slightly. So I want that to be injured, but it's not injured, is it? So it's a word for grumbled. So it's when only hurts slightly. Take an H out of grumbled, which is moaned, whinged, winged. Is winged really a word? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's put that much to see. Hoity-toity, food with drink outside. Ooh. Not sure about that one. This one, setter can be silenced, but will remain unchanged. Silence is 9 letters, 8 letters, but will remain unchanged. Route of initial trouble up by East Riding. Route of initials I assume. Trouble up. Oh God. Excuse me. I've just had loads of emails arriving and things. And I'm noticing my screen isn't on. Because of this thing here ticking itself off. I don't even know why. It's taken me off screen, hasn't it? I'm sorry about that. Let me scroll that back down to there. So I was on route of East Riding. Initial trouble up is ale. Not really. The rub. Well, the trouble up doesn't really. East Riding. Not sure. Let's go to the Downs. So I don't really want to do any scrolling yet. Reported volume on speaking equipment is very shaky. Reported volume on speaking equipment is very shaky. Speaking equipment is a mic. Makes it seismic, isn't it? Seismic, yeah. Sorry, I'm very reported volume size. Okay, yeah, size. Confused by all the new screen now it's working. I'm realising this tick is probably because I pressed the check word button or something. I don't know. Playground. Quiet. Accommodates quiet. Exercise. So is that just an anagram of play? Apply is to exercise, isn't it? Apply, I think. What's this one? Vote in favour. Blocking honour, perhaps. You would think with that much I could get the answer, couldn't you? Honour vote is seismic's right. I'll come back to that. Let's see what we've got over here. Ship in colony worker, it's vital. Implicit or something, implicant, important, important. Shipping colony, important, I think that is. Important, okay. Kind to embrace darling, getting reprimanded. Kind is... I don't know that G's right, do I? Let's go over here. Prohibit is to ban. Short term is actually literally term, and teasing is banter. Okay, fair enough. She has part in current version of hair. Gosh, she has part in current. Is that just a hidden word, which would be ent? No. Inverse. Tress would be hair, wouldn't it? Which makes that she has part. Current is current version. Not sure what's going on there. Let's go over here. Break off to deliver source of veal. Is that just an anagram of break off, which would be I don't know. Source of veal is a V. Tax credit as a silly activity. Tax credit as a silly activity would be alternative theatre. So that's alternate letters TER to first time out to produce warmed up fare. T something in it, TEA for alternate letters of theatre. First time out is T what? First with time out would be, I assume, take a word meaning first, take the T out of it, which gives you four. Don't know. Right. Evidence of accident near waste disposal area. Evidence of accidents is... evidence of accidents is something like a breakage. It's don't know. And then waste disposal area. Waste disposal area is your bins, isn't it? Tip. Being so numerous won't matter so much. Being so numerous won't matter so much. Nope. Okay, composer badly used by son. Is that just the name of a composer that I don't know the name of? Badly used would be DE by son. Oh, not sure who that is. If it is, Dusselson? 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 Don't know. Okay, let's scroll on down, look at some of these lower clues that I haven't really got down to yet. Hoity-toity food I've looked at, etc. I've looked at, root of that I've looked at. Gosh, actually I've looked at some of these, haven't I? Let's get to there. Dog soldier joins military unit without further thought. Dog soldier joins military unit without further thought. No. Okay. Separated when tripping. Separated is something like out, isn't it? Parted out, something. I don't think. Let's put out in there as a possible. My container for flour shows great skill. Well, flower pot is a container, isn't it? My container. Nope. Consignees sales hold back description of unwarranted items. Hold back. Okay, so that looks like it's an anagram, not anagram, as seen there. Hidden word backwards. I always say anagram instead of hidden word for some reason. Right, let's have a look at some of these downs. I haven't got the evidence of accident. Being so numerous. Don't know what the name of that is. If it's a composer. Durson, I imagine that is D-E-U-S-S-O-N. Let's put S-N-S-O-N there. I think it'll probably be that simple. And let's put Durson, just which is an anagram of used by son. I mean, it could be lad, I suppose. Noticed spotting. Notice is to see. Spotted, showing what children can play with. Seesaw. Okay, last, a clue that feels like I might have a clue what's going on. Joke about women, strictly religious. Sorry, joke about woman, strictly religious. If we need a woman's name in there, we're in trouble. If it's a lass or something, that's okay. Strictly religious is... Joke is a gag. Pun. Puritan, I think. Pun. Rita, there's good old Rita. Good on her. Okay. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. Busier sketches. I mean, sketches could... Sounds like an anagram, busier sketches, but that doesn't work. Sketches is to draw, becoming central for funny show. A funny show is a skit. People find bone in empty temple. What would that be? People find bone in empty temple. We're looking at empty temple being a TE, or are we looking for a hidden word, which would be bone, would be TYTEM? Don't think so. Life with me is its own little world. Okay, so life with me would be a M, I think. Its own little world. Life is... not sure. Life with me. Okay, well that hasn't gone very well at all, has it? Let's be honest. That top corner maybe is coming together, but the rest of it isn't going well. Right, kind to embrace. I mean, kind is normally a sort. I mean, this one here. Vote in favour is I. Blocking honour perhaps is maybe, isn't it? Okay. Is that right? MBE. Yeah, I. Okay, I spelled AY. So that makes that. Let's have a look at that on the horizontal. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Kind to embrace darling, getting reprimand. No. Kind. Darling is dear, but that isn't any possibility there. I don't even know this is right across here. Winged and winged. I think winged is. I have a feeling that's going to be the answer. That's an up there, isn't it? Let's put that in. So what have we got for a clue there? Hoity-toity food with drink outside. So that's not really. That's sup. Hoity-toity is stuck up. So tuck is food, isn't it? Okay. Got something. Attacks. Attacks got a K and an S in it. Credit as a silly activity. Attacks is 6. Credit is CR as a silly activity. Seated her. I'm just going to test this anagram indicator because I didn't actually see. I think it's. I've already got an answer in there, have I? Seated her. Is that the red C? So if I do that, you just do it the same as it was, really. But there's no way of knowing whether you've got the right letters or not, or have I got an extra S? No, just. Okay, let's move on from that. One charging conservative customer on account. Well, account is a AC. Conservative is C. Customer is a one charging. One charging. Conservative could be Tory. So look at this one. She has part in hair. She has part in current version of hair. Can't think of any word that goes in there, so I'm going to take out that because I just don't feel like it is helping me, especially as that was an S. Cracked ice, okay, actually. Let's look at that being an S there, and then ice is. Sorry, a bit grumbly because I'm just not used to this new kind of way of doing things on here. Sicky, okay, sicky it is. Okay, it was that. I mean, that's surely some kind of stick, isn't it? Attacks credit as a silly activity. Attacks is 7 actually, and credit is C. I wonder if that's an anagram of that. So we've got attacks. Won't directly type straight in there. Attacks CR. I think that's a cart stick. Is that a word? I mean, it can't. If it is an anagram, then it can't be anything but a stick there, can it? Art. This one down here. Break off to deliver sauce of veal. I wonder if deliver is a sound like indicator. Sauce of veal is cow, isn't it? I think cow, beef. Break off. I mean, again, that looks like tress, doesn't it? In current part of she has part. She has part in current version of hair. I can't think what word would go before that and what we're trying to get to, really. This was, I'm going to look at that again, on account. It secures request for silence on field. It secures request for silence. Request for silence is sort of shh. It secures request. Well, it secures. Request for silence is a sh. Field is a lee. So actually it's leash, isn't it? So we've got the old sh, put the sh on the end of field. This one then doesn't really work, which makes more sense as to why it didn't really make sense last time. Alternative theatre, first time out, to produce warmed up affair. Um, sure about that. T-A-R, didn't work. T-E-T, rather. Alternative theatre. I think it's just the name of alternative theatre, which I can't think of. First time out. I'll pick the T out, it's just an anagram of heater, isn't it? Reheat, there we are. Well, not fair, reheat. Silly activity. Is that a stick? A shtick? No. Tax credit as a silly activity. Attacks. Maybe it's that then. I'm looking for word meaning. Credit as a. Could be an anagram of credit A. No, because I need the K from attacks if there's an anagram here. One charging. Conservative customer. On account. Break off to deliver source of veal would be to shelve. Break off would be to shelve. Source of veal. Solve. Break off to deliver source of veal. Let's go over here. Have a look at this one here. Kind to embrace darling, getting reprimand. Darling would be dear, but that doesn't. There's nowhere to put that there. And kind could be a sort or a type, which doesn't look very possible at this point. But I think it could also be as a carpeting, isn't it? Caring and carpeting. Pet being dear. So winged is looking kind of good there. What's going on down here? Leave this top corner in for now. Oh, actually, got a C for that one down there. Being so numerous won't matter so much. Well, that's going to be less, isn't it? At the end. I feel clueless, but being so numerous is countless. Ooh, countless. Okay. Can we see that on screen still? Is the question. Yes, we can. Good. Route of initial trouble. Route of initial trouble up by East Riding. I mean, is East Riding ER? I can't even remember. So look at this. See if this is down. This across one here. Separated. Oh, alright. Separated when tripping. There's not a lot of choices there. I've now got all the potential checkers. I don't know about the out bit. Although the T, the Puritan, does suggest it's out. When tripping. Separated is spaced out. There we are. That kind of tripping. So yep, spaced out. Life with me. Okay, that looks kind of. Life with me. It's its own little world. I want to put biodome or something there. Globe. What's the me doing though? Life. Yeah, its own little world. Okay, this route of trouble up by East Riding. I mean, East Riding I think is probably ER as an anagram, as an acronym or whatever, initialism. Trouble up would be trouble. Up is lead. Oh God, trouble. Root of initial trouble is the root cause. Root of initial trouble. Trouble up isn't. I keep wanting to put it in backwards, but this isn't a down clue, so that wouldn't make sense. This over here, setter can be silenced, but will remain unchanged. haven't really looked at this corner, have I? Got a bit confused by what was going on with the... actually I've looked at it and ripped past it, I think. Dog soldier. Dog soldier joins military unit without further thought. I mean, my military units are never great anyway, so platoon, regiment, no. My container for flour shows great skill. Well, flour, a container for flour is a pot. But what's my, my is core, normally. Core, core my, wow. Container for flour though, doesn't really, I bunged in that, actually, now spaced out, it's got that S, maybe. Nothing to say that's a container for a flower is a flower bed. It's a pot though, isn't it really? Let's take out that. So I really want to put a pot somewhere. My container for flower shows great skill. Well, let's try this. People find bone in empty temple. So you would think that's more... Okay, so I would think that's something like a tribe. So that's a rib bone going in empty temple, temple being T-E. Tribe. Just remember that from having that before and trying to think of 3-letter words for bones, which are ribs, jaws, hips. Without further thought. Dog. Is that the name of a dog? Soldier joins military unit without further thought. So I assume that's a military unit. I can't really think of one. With something taken off the end of it, and a soldier would be para. Ordinary ranks. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. I mean, that isn't likely to be core, is it? Because I can't think of a word meaning great skill. Maybe there's a word. Evidence of accident near waste disposal area. Again, evidence of accidents is bruising, it's scarring. I'm going to have a little swig or two before it gets cold, because I've been here a long time already, I think. So yeah, 28 minutes almost. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the corner there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 clues. So it's probably about half the puzzle, isn't it? I think. Normally I'm done on these in about 15 to 20 minutes. I've taken twice as long and I've still got 12 clues to do. I'm being a bit thick, I'm sure, but Anto is definitely not one of the good setters for the Quiptic, really. Just not his. I assume it's a he, not his strength, really. Okay, we've got a T in here. A nice silence. Setter can be silenced, but will remain unchanged. The more I had that Durson in there, I just feel like that was the right answer. But let's put it back in there just for now. I want that to be an adventure word, which it isn't. Setter can be silenced, but will remain unchanged. And actually, once I got 12 to do, I still don't. I think that's winged. I don't know for certain. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. Central for funny show is the UNNHO. my container. Container for a flower is not known to me. I'm just really struggling here. Let's get back over here again. Oh, can't go that way off the grid. You can't go off the side of the grid though to get to the other letters, unfortunately. Life with me is its own little world. I feel like that's globe, but I can't think why that would be globe, especially that M, that me, with me. Well, I think it has to be me, doesn't it? In which case, its own little world would be life with me. Life is not sure. Root of initial trouble. When I put countless, I assumed being so numerous won't matter so much. Yeah, countless. It'll count less, so it's countless and countless. That might, maybe it's juice, juicin. I don't know. I think it's DEU. I have a feeling in my back of my mind I've heard of someone call that, but I can be. I'm more than willing to accept I may just be making that up in hope. Busiest sketches becoming central for funny show. Right. Well, I've been about 30 minutes on this and I've just hit a complete block really, so I'm going to have a think to myself, put the video on pause, have a think to myself and see what I can come up with. Okay, within seconds of going back I just started looking at this clue here. One charging customer, and I put account in AC and then conservative C, and immediately I've looked at this one and gone, she has part in, that's an actress. Current AC, and then this must be a carve. To break off is to carve, which is not a familiar word, but a source of veal is a carve. So, well, what's this? Accuser? One charging. Accuser. Yeah. Conservative customer is a user, I think, so accuser there. That must be. I don't know what this is. Attacks. Attacks credit as a silly activity. I really want to put seasick in there, but that isn't quite right. Just filling in the letters C. Put accuser. One charging is an accuser. Conservative customer is ACC. Customer is a user, I think. Star. Stage sick. I'm going to go back to the back onto the pause button. What I think. Okay, a few seconds gone, and I suddenly realised that credit is tick. If you get things on tick, you get them on credit, and then eventually managed to kind of just get my brain around the fact that slapstick. You slap someone is to attack them. Slaps tick. Okay, so a couple more gone off the list. Fairly sure that's going to be winged, which is really just. I mean, winged and carve are just good examples of why this is not a great puzzle for the Quiptic slot from Anto. So, okay, got down to, well, about 35 minutes into it, I think I've got 2 down here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, still 8 to do. Dog. Dog soldier. Dog, so I think we're only looking at the name of dog here, aren't we? And dogs are not one of my fortes in terms of, I mean, it's not Shih Tzu. There's too many letters for there, Phil. Not enough letters, should I say. That person, I assume that's the name of composer. Don't know. I mean, trouble here is Anto seems to think that just giving you the name of dog and giving you the name of composer will be enough for you to figure it out. But if you have never heard of those things, it's a huge problem before you even get to the wordplay. Right, I'm going back to pause mode and thinking more. Okay, I've been staring at this one, and I just kind of wondered suddenly if this is actually just an acrostic for all of these words, and it is. In fact, it's tuba. Tuber, yeah. Trouble up by East Riding, and a root is a tuber, like a potato. I mean, initial is saying it's an acrostic, which makes that, I think, a biome. A bio is your life. So yeah, wow, biome, winged. No wonder this is just pretty hard. But okay, so where am I at now? I'm probably around 35 minutes, 40 minutes so far. I'll work it out later. Take another pause and have another think over here, I think. Okay, after a few further minutes, I've managed to add a dog that I do know, which is a corgi. And we've got a soldier as a GI, and military units a corps, which is spelled corpse, PS, and we've lost the afterthought, which is the PS. So there goes that. So let's look at this on the horizontal. I mean, I was thinking core down here, but that isn't going to work. So, evidence of, I keep thinking spillage or slippage or near disposal area. Waste, near waste could be rot. But then what disposal evidence of accidents would be like, yeah, not sure. Skip. I was thinking of a skip for a disposal area. Skip, not sure what I need to scroll up to get rid of that, don't I? At least it's consistent now in its uselessness. So look at this funny show thing. Busier sketches. Busier sketches. Becoming central for, I think if I leave the screen there, I've got everything on it still, so I can actually just work from here now. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. I kind of still think a skit is what's a funny show, but that doesn't really work. Central skit. Busier. Oh, put the C back. At least I know that was right. This one here I was thinking about, just wondering if setter can be silenced is I, and then it becomes immature or immobile or something. Or it might be a me, you know, setter can be silenced, so shut up me. But remain unchanged, or intolerant, or I'm imped. I put my U there. I still think that's that Dewson, Durson, but it might be UE. Might even be an S there, I suppose. Dewson. I think it's probably double S. That's my down here. That bit double S. I think being a composer is probably somewhere from the continent, and it's spelt like that. Setter can be silenced. I. But then what we'll go through here, ruse, towels. So that's my current thinking. I'm going to go back to pause mode, have another think. I mean, at the moment, I'm just coming up. I've been at this about 53 minutes. Obviously, there's been some pauses where I've just done a couple of bits and other, but yeah, so a long time. Well, I'm back and I haven't got any further. I mean, I've been at this for about an hour and 5 minutes now, with just a couple of breaks. Well, not major breaks, just kind of looking around the room and checking what's going on outside and pausing the video. So just over an hour really to get this far. And I've probably been staring at this corner for 20 minutes now, and it isn't going anywhere. So I think I'm going to reveal this word and see if which word am I going to go? That one. Which one's going to give me the most chance? I think if I go for this word here, it might give me a chance. So immutable. I did wonder about that being something to do with immature, so I got there. Oh, okay. Composer badly used. By son. Oh, Ibsen, Dabson. I mean, maybe that isn't son then. Badly is an anagram. Debussy, I think that might be. I think. Why that is, yeah, that's used is used is, was it Debussy with a what? Yeah, anagram of used by and then an S. Wow, used by or S. Okay, that's probably why I can get that one. This one therefore becomes gosh, what's that going to be? Anagram helper. Let's look at that on the horizontal. I still think that could be rot there, but evidence, slipperage, waste disposal area. I wonder if disposal area is actually going to be like a tip, or if it's going to be something a little bit more kind of like a crematorium or something. So I feel there might be some hidden wordplay there, unexpected wordplay. I think is what I should be saying. Shimmer, swimmer, disposal area. Let's go back down there. So the container for flour shows great skill. I still don't know what the container for flour is, even with a Y on the end. Yeah, okay, well, I'm done with it. I've had enough. Let's have a look. Let's go through it. Let's reveal all the words that are left. Well, let's just check what I have got right. It doesn't really help me because it puts ticks over here rather than just highlighting what's wrong. Let's reveal. So we got sitcom, skid marks, and mastery. Okay. Right, let's go through. I will just go through the clues as best I can explain them at this point. So we've got an Irishman is Sean, and that's joining the church. So church C is Church of England, and that's an abbreviation that comes up quite obvious. And a spiritual event is a séance. One charging is so someone who makes charges accuses someone. Conservative is a C. Sorry, conservative C. Customer is a user, and account is AC. So put account. Yeah, account, and then on account. So it's a conservative user on the end of the account, AC. So that's one charging. Ship in colony work, it's vital. Well, it's vital is important. Ship in colony. Worker is an ant. Ship in colony. I'm port. I don't even understand really what the wordplay there is doing exactly. Ship is... Okay, shipping. Shipping is to import. You import something, you ship it in. And a colony worker is an ant. Okay, it's that simple. It secures is a leash. Request for silence is sh. And that's on the end of field, which is a lee. Vote in favour. So a vote in favour is an I, a Y. Blocking the honour, which is an MBE, which gives you perhaps, which is maybe, which is perhaps. The Red Sea is an anagram of seated her. Awkwardly is your anagram indicator, and there's a lot of sea in the Red Sea. Fair enough. Copper is CU, so the periodic table abbreviation. CU. More reticent is shyer, and something that's less demanding is cushier. We've got K for king, breaking into an anagram of ice is. Cracked is your anagram indicator, and if you take it out of work, you might be taking a sickie. So let's scroll on down a bit from there. Grumbled is whinged, but you need to take the H of whinged out to get to winged, which is just being slightly hurt. Hoity-toity is stuck up. Got food is tuck, with drink, so if you drink something you sup it on the outside. Setter can be silent, so I'm mutable, I am mutable, so if you mute something you silent it, so here setter can be silent, so it's immutable, which is remaining unchanged. A tuber is a type of potato, so it's a root vegetable. Initial is telling us there's an acrostic of trouble up by East Riding. What are we on to now? We're on to the corgi dog. Let's just check I'm still showing this on screen. Oh, where have I gone? There. Just check that's still on screen when I'm... Nope, gone off. There we go. So the corgi. Corgi is a dog. Soldier is a GI. I think it's general infantry. And that's joining a military unit, so a corps, which is CORPS, but we're losing the PS postscript, further thought, so take that off. Separated is spaced out, and if you go tripping, if you take drugs or something, you might be spaced out. So let's have a look at this one that I haven't, these last, oh, where am I, about there? Yeah. Okay, so my container, so the MY contains a flower, which is an aster, which gives you mastery, which is great skill. And I don't know if I can even get this on the screen. We've got a hidden word backwards here. As seen. Let's go back. Let's scroll on down to the clue. Consignees sales. So if you start in sales and go backwards into consignees, you get as seen. Held is your hidden word indicator. Back is telling it's a backwards one, and the description of unwarranted items is as seen. So they haven't got a warrant on them. They're sold as seen. On the downs, we have a reported volume, so we've got a size thing, S-I-Z-E, to get to the size part. On speaking equipment is a microphone, mic, and seismic is very shaky, to do with earthquakes. Play is an anagram of playground is saying there's an anagram of play, accommodating quiet. In this case, quiet is P for piano, which is musical notation saying to play quietly. And if you exercise something, you apply it. What do you got? Kind is caring, and that's embracing darling. So your darling is your pet, and if you get a reprimand, you get a carpeting. She has a part. Well, an actress has a part in a play. Current is AC, so I think AC current, and version of hair is a tress. If you break off, you carve something, and the source of veal is cows, so a young cow could be a calf. I don't know if that's the only source of veal, but that's what it is. Attacks is slaps. On credit is take something on tick, and a silly activity is slapstick. Alternative theatre, so is an anagram of theatre. So alternative is saying there's an anagram of theatre, but the first time out, so take a T out of that, leaves you to anagram the rest of theatre. And warmed up fare is a reheat. Scroll on down. What are we next to? Banter, I think. Prohibit is to ban, and short term is T-E-R, so just short term literally. Teasing is banter. I mean, that's the first clue I look at and think, gosh, actually that's a proper Quiptic clue. I mean, this is I have to say it's just a bit of an atrocious puzzle really for the Quiptic slot. Evidence of accident, so skid marks and evidence of an accident. And near waste disposal area. Right, what's going on there? Okay, the waste disposal. So literally, skid marks you get, with a car that's skidded, but also if skid marks is a slang word for if in your pants you've left some, evidence of not having, the waste disposal area is your pants anyway. Skid marks in your pants. So yep. Hilariously not funny for the Quiptic. Being so numerous is so numerous. So something that's numerous is countless, but if it doesn't matter so much, then it counts less. It's countless. We've got Debussy is a composer. Badly is telling you there's an anagram of used by and then S for sun to get to that. Noticed. What do we got here? No, I'm still on screen. Hope I'm still on screen for seesaw. So children play with the seesaw. If you notice something, you see it, and you spotted it, you saw it. So seesaw. Joke about women. So we got about woman. Sorry. So the woman is Rita. We've got a joke as a pun going around that, and strictly religious is Puritan. So now I'm getting to the point where I can't actually see the clues, and And so we've got sitcom here for busier sketches. I'm going to have to scroll off, sorry. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. Well, a sitcom is obviously a funny show. And we've got, so we've got the middle letters of busier, the SI, the TC from sketches, and the OM from becoming to get to sitcom. And then finally, people are a tribe. Hang on, I'm going to put that in the anagram elder because then you can probably see it a bit easier. So tribe there. People find bone in empty temple. So empty temple is saying take out the middle letters of temple, so TE, there's your TE. Put a bone in there, which is a rib. Gives you a people, which is a tribe. My last clue I think to look at is life with me. It's okay, so life, let's look at that in the anagram helper again. So a life, a biography is a life, and me is me, and its own little world is a biome. So there we go. I think that's the whole puzzle reviewed. Just check there's no more things. Gosh, this new layout grid I am not very comfortable with at this point. I guess I will get used to it eventually because they're not going to change it back, are they? So there we go. I have to say, if you're a long-term doer of the Quiptic, then you will probably be finding that as hard as I found it. Not as enjoyable as you'd like from a Quiptic, but then the Anto puzzles normally are. Hopefully you got through it better than I did, and thanks for watching.